hosted 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now you look at this Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Chop 60, chop 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And now they'll shift things around. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
So
from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cowboy 80. Go.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Saints at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the homes.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's go.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On the ball now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 the Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Hey, let's go! Panther 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth when the balls are
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, laid back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Battles, not take a photograph. Run it back like you told the friends. Run it back when I told the right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not the act,
Yeah.
and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I done stress about
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Big Lion. Check, Bobcat, check, Ready?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the kick. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. That's dumped off to Pollard. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Cardinal, 8, Cowboy 80. 70 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Okay, only one phrase comes to mind after watching that fake executed before 4th down. You know what it is?
I can't wait to hear it. I'm very baffled right now. What do you got?
They had a method to their madness.
Yeah, their method worked. You don't see people line up to go for a fake without it being 4th down, but I guess they had a play they liked.
Yeah, I was enjoying your commentary on that one as you were trying to set it up. Okay, not 4th down, setting up for a field goal, and they fake it. It was amazing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Pollard again. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
163 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, his 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Let's look to end the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 186 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Check. Go.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
60
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hill diving, and he's got it. Full extension. What a catch. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
70 Rangers. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. It's Hill, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
He will return this from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses just kept...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run left with Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Pioneer. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Room to maneuver at the 45. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's into the clear. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 190 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. A gain of 13 yards. First down Lions. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Let's go now.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.